Now it's up to us to begin to start to change and begin to start believing what He said, and we'll start seeing the change come into our life. We've been trying to do it our way and said, Lord, this is what we believe. This is the way we think it ought to be done. And He said, no, that's not the way at all. Jesus says, I am the way. Praise God. Amen. Now Philip said unto Him, Lord, show us the Father. If you'll just show us the Father, all right, we believe. And I want you to notice what Jesus said in verse 9. Have I been so long a time with you, yet hast thou not known me, Philip? Now he's been at least probably 3 years plus that he's been with Philip. And listen, these men not only saw, these men saw untold miracles that happened with Jesus, with people. I mean, untold moves of God. They saw, the Bible said that they were all healed. And when they say all healed, you talk about whole towns sometimes would come out and all the sick would be healed. They saw things like that. They saw blind eyes open. They saw cripples walk. They saw the man at the pool of Bethesda get up. I don't know if they saw him get up, but they saw him afterward, I'm sure. Been laying there for 38 years and God healed him. And all these things, these disciples, see, I don't believe Jesus went anywhere much without His disciples, so they was with Him just about all the time. So they saw most of all these things. And not only that, Jesus talking with them day after day, talking with them, helping them. And here they're saying, Philip's saying, if you'll show me the Father, I believe. And so Jesus said, have I been so long a time with you? And you have not known me, Philip? Now catch these words, and this will bless us this morning, this will help us. He that has seen me, now Jesus talking, he that has seen me has seen the Father. And how sayest thou then, show us the Father? So why do you say for me to show you the Father? If you've seen me, you've seen the Father. That to some, that's going to be a revelation. So when you've seen me, you've seen the Father. Now verse 10, he said, believest thou not that I am in the Father? And the Father in me? That's the question. Do you believe that I'm in the Father and the Father in me? The works, or the words that I speak unto you, I speak not of myself. Now this is what Jesus said. But the Father that dwelleth in me, He doeth the works. So we have people, plenty of people everywhere that think today that when Jesus was here, He could do anything He wanted to do, anytime He wanted to do it. He could just go around and just heal the sick left and right, just at His command, at His wish. And that's a misconception. And there's plenty of misconceptions. Jesus said plainly Himself, I can do nothing of myself. But the Father, as this verse is telling us, but the Father in me, He doeth the works. And see, when he went over there to the pool of Bethesda, and that man had laid there for 38 years, Jesus, and this is a strange thing. If you don't understand these things, it'll hinder you from understanding the Bible. It'll hinder you from understanding God and how He works sometimes. They were 5 porches on that place, and the Bible said people lay there everywhere, right? So there's a whole bunch of who knows how many, but there's more than one for sure. But Jesus only went to one man. One person. Now listen to this. You have to if you don't understand this, you'll get off on something else and you'll say, well, you know, this or that or something else, and you'll be saying things that's not true. Jesus went to that one man. He said, wilt thou be made whole? And he said, Lord, I don't have no man. See, once a year or once in a season, the angel would come, the Bible said, and stir up that pool. Somewhere or another, supernaturally some way. And the first person that stepped into that pool, no matter what disease they had, it didn't make any difference. The first person was healed just like that. It was only the first person. Well, he told the Lord he'd been that way for 38 years. That's a long time. And he said, I don't have nobody to get me in the pool when the pool is stirred. He may have seen that, honey. He may have seen that pool stir up many times, but he couldn't get in there. Somebody else had beat him.